Hello, welcome to this video on 6 science-backed study methods and how to use them. Now, the first thing I want to ask you is, how do you study? Are you aware of how you study? And are you satisfied with the results you're getting? Think about the last test you did in school. Were you satisfied with those results? Don't you wish you had better results? Well, the thing to remember is many students like yourself stumble upon a way of studying. And very often it's a haphazard, hit or miss study approach that students use and expect to get good results. Now, the thing to note is the results you get depends upon the method of study you are using. The more effective your study methods, the better your results. If you have a science-backed studies method, a method that is based upon experimental results conducted by scientists, cognitive scientists, educators, and psychologists, then you have a greater chance of getting the results you want. And these methods can be applied to any subject, whether you are studying English, mathematics, history, STEM subjects, biology, chemistry, physics. These methods work on any subject. Now, before we go into the actual methods, I want to ask you to do something. Are you comfortable with the way you're studying? Now, do a simple experiment. You can pause the video. You can click pause and pause the video. Take out a sheet of paper and draw a rectangular box like this. Now, do the exercise because you'll see the benefit of it later. It's very simple. All I'm going to ask you to do is to write your name like you normally do on your sheet of paper. So write your name. If it's John Jones, just write John Jones the way you normally write your name. You can pause the video here and do that. Write your name. Great. Have you done so? Great. Now, you've written your name with your dominant hand, the hand you normally use to write. Isn't that so? Great. Now, I want you to, below that rectangular box that you drew on your sheet of paper, you draw another rectangular box, okay, like the one before. And this time, you take your left hand and try to write your name. Yes, your left hand. If you're right-handed, use your left hand. If you're left-handed, use the right hand. Pause the video and do that exercise. Now, all of you would have discovered that one method is more difficult than the other. Isn't that so? If you write your name with your right hand, you find that it's very easy. If you write with the opposite hand, you find that it's very challenging, and you probably don't even like the results you get. Great. So what's the difference and what's the purpose of that exercise? It's to show you that if you are comfortable with the way of doing something, you will tend to use that method all the time. And if you are asked to do something new, you'll find it to be a bit uncomfortable because it is strange to you. It's unusual. Let's do another experiment. This time, I want you to, while you're sitting watching this video, I want you to pause the video. Now, put your hands on this by your side, and then I want you to just cross your hands naturally. When you cross your hands naturally, I want you to note which hand is on top of the other. Is it your right hand or your left hand? Notice it. Good. Now, uncross your hands, shake them out to the side again, then cross them, this time putting the opposite hand on top. Does it feel difficult? You feel uncomfortable? Well, the purpose of this exercise is to show you that many people, many students like yourself, would find it a bit uncomfortable to change from what they are accustomed doing a new way of doing something. So if you are like most students, you may not want to use these science-backed study methods because you have been accustomed to using a method for years and they're not yielding results. And with this new method, you will initially feel a small bit of discomfort, but these methods have proven to be effective because hundreds of experiments, tests conducted using these methods have proven to yield better results. So think about that. These are science-backed study methods. They are not hocus pocus. They are science-backed methods that are very, very effective. If you use them, you are going to get better results. Top students who perform well either stumble upon using some of these methods or they were taught more effective learning strategies. They are not brighter than you are, they are using more effective learning strategies. So if you use a more effective learning strategy, you will perform better. Enjoy. In the next video, we'll learn about